Barrel gloves are one of the most unique items for PKing builds because all forms of combat benefit from using this one singular item. However, it's quite a long grind in order to actually get barrel gloves with all the skill and quest requirements, but slowly over the last week or so, I've been grinding out these quests, and in today's video, we're going to be not only unlocking them, but we are going to be using one of the most intense PKing setups that the Fresh Start Worlds have to offer. Before we jump into the video though, I need you guys to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you would like a chance at a free 150 mil, simply just leave a comment below on this video and shoot me a DM on Instagram with a screenshot of your comment. Every video I've been giving out tons of gold to my audience, so you definitely don't want to miss out on this. Now then, let's get right into it. I remember back in 2006 when Recipe for Disaster first came out. I was about 11 years old, and in order to actually get the 175 quest points, you needed to do nearly every quest in Runescape. Nowadays, so many new quests have been brought into the game. There's even new free-to-play quests to do, so getting 175 quest points doesn't take nearly as long as it used to. However, Sheep Herder is one of the best quests to do, but I still hate this quest. I don't care what year it is or how old I've become. This quest is still a pain in the ass. And that's Prince Ali Rescue completed. I'm a little bored of questing, and earlier I told you guys that we're going to be using one of the most intense PKing setups that the Fresh Start Worlds have to offer, and I wasn't joking. I managed to get my hands on a full set of Karils and an Amulet of the Damned. Amulet of the Damned is an amulet that has the exact same stats as a Glory, but it does have some massive buffs for all Barrows equipment, specifically the Karils set. Using an Amulet of the Damned, all attacks will have a 25% chance of proccing twice, and this will do some massive damage when you combine it with how fast the K-bow is. In the main game, this is a deadly combo, but everyone's defense is so high that the K-bow rarely procs. However, on a Fresh Start server with most people's defense being between 40 and 60, this combo is an instant executioner. This combo is absolutely broken, and we are about to terrorize the entire wilderness. This was probably one of the biggest noobs I've killed so far on the Freshman servers, and this guy had 841k loot on him in the Revenant caves. I don't even know how he was risking that much, but that there is a massive kill. Another thing I really like about PKing on these worlds is that you find people in all areas of the wilderness. On the main game, no one really does anything that isn't inside the Revenant caves or the Wilderness Slayer dungeon, but here we even found this guy risking quite a bit at the Moss Giants, and this is a place that I would never check. In fact, I wouldn't even have came here if it wasn't on the way to Revs. Don't let the noobs fool you, they're always risking bank. We got over 1k cannonballs from this guy wearing full black. I found this guy so many times in the Revenant caves, and even in my last video I tried to get him, but he managed to get a freeze and log out. This time I noticed he wasn't skulled and he wasn't freezing me and trying to get away, so he must be trying to be an anti-PKer. I felt kind of bad. I actually wanted to box him there at the end so he could drop his defender, but at the same time, he would have had the opportunity to log out and escape me. End of the day, he was trying to anti-PK me. In specific, he was watching my live stream at the time, so I can't really feel too bad about it. Speaking of Twitch live streams, if you guys would like to watch the best Fresh Start World PKing content available, check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/abyss. Links on the screen and below in the description. I play every single day. I've been grinding hard. My account is extremely far ahead, and I go around and PK people all day long on these servers. Also, guys, it's all the content you see here on YouTube, but you'll be able to watch it live and interact with me in the chat. Something really fun, and it also allows me to integrate all of my audiences together. So check that out. The link is down below in the description, and I'll see you guys in the chat. While I was world hopping in the Revenant caves, my friend showed me a method to safe spot the Revenant boss, and on the fresh start worlds, these bosses are absolutely everywhere. No one is really strong enough to kill the boss, so they just leave them and nobody is killing them. They spawn and sit there for hours until someone eventually kills it or it despawns, and they're very, very common and in fact quite annoying because they attack you anytime you run past. Since there's only a couple worlds, they're pretty easy to find, and I was wondering if you guys would be down to see a video where I kill a bunch of these bosses using this method and see how much money I can make. First start world swap rates right now are about 1 mil to 8 in the regular game, so every mil that you get is basically 8 mil on the regular servers. Revenant bosses drop a minimum of 500k to 1 mil every single time you kill them because they have an automatic drop with an ancient totem. So these here can actually be extremely lucrative, and I was wondering, like I said, if you guys would like to see a full video seeing how much money I could make in a day or an hour or something along those lines. If that's a video you guys would like to see, let me know down below in the comment section and I'll see what I can do. Okay, that took about 5 to 10 minutes. It actually wasn't too bad. I still have tons of supplies left. I messed up a couple times, but we got a 1 mil totem and my split of that was 500k. No more being lazy. It's time to lock down these barrel gloves. I still have other upgrades I'm going to be getting in this video as well, so it's time that we just finish this up so that our account will be nice and strong, and then we can get back into some PKing with some even better upgrades. We locked down 175 quest points, and with my PKing setup, I literally jumped right into the final boss fight. I didn't even read what I have to kill or what I have to bring. I literally can't use prayer in here. I totally forgot about that, and I also can't use certain spells because I don't have the right runes. So it's going to take a minute to finish this up, and then we're going to have the best gloves in the game. Okay, we beat the Dagonoth Mother. That took way longer than it should have. I only have one more boss fight to go, and then the quest is finally completed. I bet you guys didn't see that one coming. I got absolutely chanced. I was on 1 hit points, and I'm pretty sure if I die in here, I actually can't get my items back. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me, but there's no way to run back and loot this. I'm pretty sure it's actually all lost on death, which would have actually been very, very bad. I had 1 hit point. I risked it for the biscuit. I didn't want to have to redo this, but there it is. Recipe for Disaster is complete, and the closest I've been to losing my max set is actually doing this quest. After an extremely long grind, we finally locked down the barrel gloves, and now my account is actually PK ready. I know my account is still way progressed even without these gloves over a lot of other people, but I have to have my style points, and barrel gloves are definitely the peak of style. Ooh, 2727? Ooh, max hit? Okay. Okay, Abby, okay. Safe to say, I was very excited to see such a big spec. My strength is in the low 70s, so it's not very often that you get a KO like that. The loot, however, was really not that good. Even those noobs I killed earlier in the video that were like in 50k risk actually ended up having way more than this guy. For some weird reason, I had the massive urge to go and do some more quests, and I decided that I've never done the Regicide quest, so I figured why not do it now on an account that I actually could really benefit from having a crystal shield. For some reason, I've played this game for 20 years, like since I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I've never done this quest. I don't know anything about the Elf Islands or anything like that. I've never, ever been over here. So I figured it would be pretty fun. It's a new experience, and my account's going to be sick if I have a crystal shield. Like, no one in the game is going to be able to fight me. Not that they really could before, but now they're really not going to be able to. There we go. That is Regicide complete. And I actually went and looked up who developed this quest, and it looks like it was a guy named Dylan C, Mod Dylan C, back in 2004. Dylan C, you are a dick. There's no reason that you should have made it so that we have to run through the underground pass 2 to 3 times throughout this quest. Like, that's absolutely unnecessary, bro. And after we finish Regicide, we have to do roving elves so that we can actually use the crystal bow and the crystal shield. I decided to get one of each because honestly, crystal items are just sick. And now we have the best tank shield at our level. The only thing I could really get that's better than this is a dragonfire shield, but I'm not even 75 defense yet. And to be honest with you, I like using a defender. So crystal shield is going to be really good. That's a lot of range defense. It's 80 range defense, which is actually the best shield in the game. 850k loot, not bad at all. I didn't really expect too much from that, but it was still a free 300k. That one wasn't actually too bad at all, just over 550k. At some point, I'm going to go for Monkey Madness 2 for a ballista, and that's going to require some hefty Slayer levels, so all these cannonballs are going to go to good use. I was trying to go for 5 keys in one inventory, but I could only find 3 people, so I had to settle for that. Anyways, we got about 1.5 mil loot from those 3 kills, which is actually really good considering how easy they were to get. That stack is so nasty. I love the Cabo into DDS. 800k of pure revenant loot. There's nothing better. Me and my friend Cup of Perp were doing some duo PKing in the Wilderness Slayer dungeon. This is actually a really active PKing location for the fresh mode worlds, and we ended up finding the rank 1 Slayer player in the game. We got a full TB on him, and we have a couple levels to work with because he's quite high level, so let's see if we can lock it down. Thank you, Mr. Green Dragon, for delivering the final blow. We got not only his loot key, which had over 1 mil worth of stuff in it. That's actually really, really good for a multi-PK, but we also got 2 layering keys, and I'm going to stack these up for a little bit because I want to do a video opening a bunch of them. And all right, guys, that is going to wrap up the video for today. Thank you so much if you did make it all the way through until the end. I really do appreciate it, and honestly, these Fresh Start World videos have been going crazy. If you guys can subscribe, we're getting very close to 60,000. I believe we're less than 1,500 subs away at the time of recording this. Once again, guys, make sure to follow me on Twitch. My link is down below in the description. Enter the Instagram giveaway, and I will see you guys in the next one.